Every history book tells you the same story. Civilizations collapse when resources fail. Famine, drought, disease. You are told that our modern water crisis is inevitable, that we are helpless against the heat. But the dark network has accessed the files. We recovered a suppressed record describing a hidden structure, not a temple of worship, but a survival machine, a 5,000-year-old engineering masterpiece that generated water from the air. What if the drought solution was perfected before the wheel? And what if the knowledge to end water scarcity was deliberately erased to protect a multi-billion-dollar industry? This is Dark History Files. This is Dossier 001, The Lost Water Temples. The site of Al-Kalam lies inside a remote desert basin, officially marked as a geological exclusion zone. Our investigation did not begin with satellites, but with a digitized journal written by a 17th-century cartographer. The journal, suppressed by a European Royal Society in 1789, contained one line that did not fit the official record: a stone well that drinks the air. That was our first anomaly, and our first clue. In the 1950s, a seismic report classified this region as unstable. The file concluded, no man-made structures present. The data was wrong. Declassified thermal imagery reveals a persistent cold zone spanning nearly 2 square kilometers, sitting exactly on the coordinates described in the journal. Natural formations do not behave like this. The temperature pattern is too regular, too designed. Al-Kalam was not a random rock formation. It was engineered. The second piece of evidence came from an obscure religious manuscript. The public version describes rituals and offerings to a water deity. But the original footnotes, redacted in all modern copies, detail measurements, angles, and pressure values. The text uses a term that does not appear in any liturgical context: hydros, a self-sustaining water system based on passive energy transfer. It was not a prayer. It was a construction manual disguised as worship. Our files show that in 1983, a privately funded archaeological team was sent to Al-Kalam. Within weeks, the excavation was halted. The site was backfilled. Every public reference was deleted. The official justification: national security, geologic instability. But the seismic data had not changed. Only the level of interest had. The only real instability was the instability this knowledge would cause. We combined 4 fragments: the cartographer's coordinates, the thermal anomaly, the disguised blueprint, and the classified excavation. All of them converged on one structure, a buried complex the records call the Al-Kalam Water Vault, the last surviving witness of a forgotten solution. The documents recovered by the dark network revealed the true purpose of Al-Kalam. It was not a temple built for a god. It was a machine built for a crisis, a self-sustaining atmospheric condenser carved from refined granite and basalt, predating any documented metal tools in that region by centuries. At its core, the structure used hydrostatic filtration. By exploiting the extreme difference between daytime heat and nightly cooling, the outer granite blocks were engineered to draw moisture directly from the air. The design channeled warm air upwards, forced it through porous stone, and condensed it into liquid inside shielded internal chambers. We replicate this principle today using energy-intensive cooling towers and industrial plants. They did it with geometry, stone, and gravity, Inside, the reservoirs were lined with a composite of clay, lime, and crushed gypsum. This mixture maintained the collected water at a constant temperature of around 4 degrees Celsius. Not just storage, preservation. The calculated volume capacity suggests that Al-Kalam could sustain more than 40,000 people through a multi-year drought with no external input. This alone contradicts the official narrative of civilizational collapse in that region. Beneath the main chamber, our reconstruction reveals a sealed geothermal vent. The ancients did not use it for electricity. They used it to stabilize air pressure, to keep the filtration cycle moving without interruption. The result was a closed-loop system. No fuel, no moving parts, no emissions. A perpetual water generation cycle. Zero carbon, zero input, only output, clean, drinkable water. Al-Kalam was not an anomaly. It was a prototype. Proof that technological mastery over scarcity was not only possible, but fully realized 5,000 years ago. What followed was not loss, it was erasure. The critical question is not how they built it, it is why it was buried. The answer is not spiritual, it is financial. The global water market is valued in the trillions. A structure that can generate water independently, passively, and indefinitely does not integrate into this market. It replaces it. In a world built on controlled scarcity, a self-sufficient water temple is not a resource. It is a threat. The 1983 team was not sent to preserve Al-Kalam. They were sent to execute it. Their mission was threefold: confirm the viability of the ancient technology, extract and document the schematics, and then erase the physical evidence. What remains today is not lost knowledge, but privatized knowledge locked inside corporate data vaults, protected by patents and non-disclosure agreements, weaponized as a tool of controlled scarcity. What you have heard in this dossier is volatile. It challenges the story you were given about collapse, crisis, and inevitability. Your history is not defined by what happened, but by what you are allowed to remember. The role of the dark network is not to restore a romantic past, but to expose the files that reveal who benefits from keeping you in the dark. This dossier has been published. The file is open. For direct access to the next erased chapter of history, subscribe to Dark History Files and activate notifications. Share this file. The system relies on silence. Do not give it what it wants.